Yo, what's going on, hey people into webs? It's that guy. I'm here, definitely do another dreadlock review. It's pretty early right now. It's gonna be really quick because I do have to get on the road. We're going on a little road trip today, so make sure you stay tuned, stay subscribed, because today we're definitely talking about Mr. Lex Lanson, fellow dreadhead tuber on the YouTube network. Let's take a quick look at his locks, shall we? Alright, so we're definitely back in this place like we never left. Just want to do a quick video here on Lex Lanson's dreads. Been on the list for a while, and I think it's about time that we kind of get this going today. If you don't know Lex Lanson is his fellow dread tuber here on YouTube. Started out here roughly 2010, I believe. But you can go ahead and head over to his channel and do a little subscribe if that's what you're looking for. But currently, Lex Lanson he has a channel dedicated to the people and dreadlocks, the people who want to grow dreadlocks and the people who have dreads. This channel is for you. I go by the name Lex Lanson, and this is my dreadlock journey. These are events I go through. Subscribe, enjoy, one love, and peace. And yeah, he's a fellow Canadian. I met here on the channel a few years ago. You can see he's been on here since 2012. I'm definitely one of the first dreadheads that I've reached out to and contacted with. Looking at his locks, he has a pretty interesting set of locks going back here from the oldest video. Which is a great thing about his channel is that he's vlogged every single month basically from the beginning. A lot of dread tubers miss out on the first stage of their locks in his videos, but he started like right from the get-go. First month in, Lex Lanson tells us his story on his twist method locks. So his locks started off with little twists. I'm not going to go into detail on how exactly he started them. You can check out his channel if you want to learn more. I'm just basically here for the looks. So looking started off here at month 1. Really short, just curly hair, a little bit of product in there, twisting it up. As you move longer, so this is after 1 month of growing his hair out. The length is a little bit more evident. Just tiny buds that are starting out on his locks here. Definitely a good phase to be in, because this is the phase where you don't know how your locks are going to look in the long run. In the long run of things. If we go back here, I mean 2 months, 4 months. You can check out the 4 months video here. Still, again, some more length. They're looking younger here, but yeah, the same twist action. Twists are pretty good over interlocking your hair. I've heard less problems with twists happening. That's probably why he's taking this route. You don't really start to see a lot of change up until at least the 6 month point here. So definitely you got some length happening here. So like I would suggest go for at least 6 months before you decide to do anything with your hair, because you want to get that progress. You want to see that length come into play. And his head is sectioned off pretty well, little sections, which is going to give you a lot of dreads, over 150 I bet. So from the 6 month point, you can come in here and take a look at the 10 months journey. And you can see now that the length is really evident, coming down to his eyes. Difference is though, like here his at 10 months now, they're all dropped. You know, 10 months at the freeform stage, you're gonna have them all standing up on the top of your head. So it's different for each journey that you plan on taking. So here we are at 13 months. So a year and 1 month. It's able to be braided back. Pretty cool. Good little technique there. You get the length happening. Probably the locks are a lot more matured at this point as well. So from 15 months we can go into 13 months we go to a year and a half, and this is where it starts to get cool, because now you can see his signature look really kind of coming into play here. A lot of his locks are matured at this point, and they started to kind of really take their shape. And they're swanging. Yeah, it's good. Really good progress on this set of locks, I must admit. Lex. So that was what, a year and a half? And then we get up here into 2 years. In 2 years of locks, it starts to look at some serious length. 2 year mark. You can really see the length and the volume happening here. So, you know, if you're anywhere in your journey before the 2 year mark, just hang in there. Wait till you get there. Work out. You just got to be patient with it. So now looking a bit recent, 2 years and a half. I know Lex is really advent on the ACV rinses. As of recently, he did put a video up with some gunk in his hair that he was trying to solve. Bit of a gross video, but it's definitely something that dreads go through. So you need to check that out if you haven't. Come on. So this is 2.5 years. The roots here at this point, he hasn't really been maintaining them as much. I know he does a twist method, but I know he's very lenient on how often he actually does it, a few times a year, which is probably the better choice. You don't want to be doing it every month, obviously. You're going to thin out your locks. You're going to really damage those roots. So that's 2.5 years. And now looking here at 3 years. 3 years and 2 months. One of his most recent videos. The length. See, this length now is crazy because it's coming down to like his chest. The root's still looking pretty healthy. He's maintained his locks pretty well. He's done a good job. Minus that whole journey through the gunk. I mean, that's bound to happen with people's locks. And this is actually what I was talking about on his most recent. So this will be 3 years and a few months. And he came out of the shower talking about white buildup and residue. Like here, all this stuff started showing up in his locks after he'd ACV rinse. I was referring to it as the dreadlock cheese that comes into play. When you have buildup, shampoo, products in your hair, on your scalp, especially when you try to rinse it out, it will build up and ooze out of your locks. It's not the first time I've heard of this story happening. I remember in my first set of locks, I experienced some stuff like this. Lex just actually, he used more shampoo, kept on rinsing, to be honest, to get it out. Saying he's been locked for almost 4 years. It just became a problem. He said the locks are clean now. You could probably have rinsed it in baking soda. But you can check out his video to see kind of how he resolved that issue as well. Hopefully no one else really has to go through that. But it definitely happens. But on that note, I gotta go. Got a car to go rent because we are definitely heading out east right now. Actually, we're going to Quebec, and if I'm lucky enough, we might actually run into this fellow in a few hours. So make sure you stay tuned for the next couple of videos. I got a couple surprises and collaborations happening. So until next time, it's knotlocks. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. Definitely come check back the videos on Monday. I will be back on Monday, and I'm not bringing my laptop with me as we travel, so I won't be editing on the go over the weekend. So I'm going to give you guys this video to soak up during the weekend. I'll be back on Monday with some new content. I'll see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay nappy. It's Not Nation in the place to be. Tune in. Peace. Oh yeah, and go check out Lanson's channel and subscribe. Support. Show your support. Places.